everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. We're gonna have some fun today because it's 49 days until Christmas. That means that all the Christmas presents around my house, including the 3 big boxes that are just marked presents that I have no idea what's inside of them, we need to get that stuff wrapped. So I'm gonna teach you how to wrap my perfect present. It's not gonna be the same for you. Some of y'all might watch this and say, what's wrong with him? There's a lot. Watch the other videos, you'll get the whole story of everything that's wrong with me. So, we need a present to wrap. Today I am wrapping this shirt for my mom. Oh, if you're a member of my family, or if you think you may be getting a physical present from me this year, don't watch this. I want you to mute it, minimize it, let it play so I get the ad revenue, but don't watch the video. This is something I picked up from my mom from Target the other day, yesterday. It is a little shirt. They have like their summer stuff on clearance, but it's New Orleans and you could literally be wearing this on New Year's Eve with the lace and the very short sleeves. Whatever. I've taken off the price tag. I have not taken off the clearance sticker, but I probably should take that off. But I'm not gonna. Should I? I'm just gonna take this whole thing off. Okay, I'm gonna leave this on though, so it doesn't look, doesn't really matter. We're gonna KonMari this. Now I haven't watched KonMari, I haven't watched that since it came out, and then I folded everything in my house and immediately forgot everything. So I am just going to, let's see, I want this to be in the front when she opens, so I'm gonna fold this in. Is that right? Probably not. I'm gonna fold this in. And however you fold, nobody's judging you here. Alright, and then I'm going to get this into thirds with this on top, this folded in. My mom knows that I don't know how to fold clothes, and I don't think anybody's going to care. So, got that folded nice and flat. The box I am using is from Walmart. It is a 11 by 8. Perfect size for that. If I can offer you any advice, it is this. Don't buy Dollar Tree boxes, y'all. I know it's like, oh, get a pack of boxes. There's nothing wrong with shopping at Dollar Tree. Let me put that out there before somebody comes for me in the comments. Their boxes are terrible. It is not worth the trouble you're gonna go through to try to get the box looking nice. It's just, it's not worth it. I mean, I've talked to my therapist about this. Like, I'm like, oh, I was having a really good day and I tried to wrap something in the Dollar Tree box, and he was like, oh, Adam, we really need to talk about this self-destructive behavior. And I'm like, I know. I just needed a box and I didn't feel like going to Walmart. These are from Walmart. They're not that much more expensive than the Dollar Tree ones. I think these are, they had the thing, it was like 5 of these for like $2-3. I like buying boxes. Like, I have this size box and I'm going to figure out how much paper I need for it, and then I'm going to cut paper for all the rest of the boxes. I have 5 of them. I'm going to cut 5 pieces of paper so I know how much paper this has, because cutting a big roll of wrapping paper in this area is not the easiest thing, and I don't have a lot of space, so I like to find one size box that I think is going to fit most of my presents and stick with it. So I'm going to line this box with a piece of tissue paper. And I just put a little pleat in there to make sure it fits nicely. Then we're going to move that to the side. I'm going to take another piece of tissue paper. In theory, if I can get it off of here. I just bought this the other day. It took me like an hour and a half to find it because there is Christmas everywhere. Put that off to the side. I'm going to take my shirt, Mama's shirt, actually we want it like this side up. Is that how I want it? Yeah, she's gonna unfold it like this, okay. So, wrapping this up nicely. I'm going to take one little square of tape. I don't use tape to wrap my presents. And of course it's stuck there, so I'm going to leave it and get another piece of tape. Wrap this up. And all I want is for this to hold this shut. So I'm going to like fold this under a little bit. So I'm I'm taping my last piece that I folded over my first piece, just to, that's contained. It doesn't need to be super contained, not important. Bringing back in our box. Our gift is going to go in here. These pieces are going to go over top. And if you need to use more than one to cover the entirety of whatever you're putting in this box, go ahead and do that. That's fine with me. And I might just take another tiny piece of tape, or if you have like a sticker or something that you want to include in here. I did not think about that, or I would have like cut something out. So when you open the box, this is what you see. Say you've unwrapped the box, you've opened the box, you still don't know what's inside of it. So let's grab a top. When these come like this, I always open them and fold them in the other direction, just because it helps strengthen these tabs. If you are using the Dollar Tree boxes, one of the best things you can do is take your glue gun, which we're going to be using to wrap presents with. Just glue those tabs down. It's extra work that I don't want to do, but it'll help keep everything a little sturdier. I think, I know that I'm like in the minority here, but I think presentation is paramount. I think how you wrap the box is as important as what's inside the box. It just shows, hey, I care about you. Not only did I pick you out this present, but I took the time to wrap it really nicely. So those are secured. You could have done that on the bottom too. These boxes are pretty good. I mean, they're not like top of the line, but it is what it is. Okay. Check that all the way around. If you want, and I do. Just very neatly put one thing of tape here to hold everything together. You can tape all sides. You can do it. You can make it as hard to get in as you want. That's not the point we're trying to do. We're just trying to make everything very nice. So yeah. So now we have a box, and we need to wrap that box. Here is my wrapping paper. It is from Hobby Lobby. I got it last year on clearance. And it is going to be somewhat difficult to do this because I don't have enough room to actually roll this out, but we're going to try. If you have the option, buy the paper with the lines on the back. I did not have paper with lines on the back last year, and it was an ordeal. Okay, when we're figuring out how wide we want our paper to be, we want it to be as wide as the box, plus come up at least 2/3 of the side. So, I mean, you don't have to get out a tape measure. Don't bother with any of that. So I'm going to give it 2 inches, comes almost all the way up. That's fine with me. And then we're going to follow our grid line. So this is where our box ends right here. I'm going to go over 2. And you don't have to get, I mean, don't beat yourself up if you're not exactly on the line. This just helps keep everything straight so you don't end up with a piece of paper that's cut like that. And I prefer a very sharp pair of scissors or one of those razor blade deals. Oh! Wow, I almost pulled something trying to do that. It's like a little thing you pull. See, this is kind of jaggedy from the last present I wrapped, but it's all going to be hidden. Let me scoot back up now. Alright, present is, this is the top part, this is the bottom. Usually when I'm doing this, I will prepare all my presents that need to be wrapped, like I'll put everything in boxes, and then I will mark, or I have a little sticker, you know, like one of those garage sale stickers, it just says like Mom on it. I'll stick it on here so I know this is Mom's present. So the way we're going to do this, we are going to keep this centered this way. This is going to come up past the middle. Doesn't matter how far past the middle, not really a big deal. I know that I need to fold somewhere around here. Just go up one. This is going to be my fold line, so I am going to use, I try to use the same thing every year. I don't know where my bone folder is. I don't know where my stylus is. This is a set of, what do they call these? Palette knives from Walmart. You can use a palette knife. You can use a stylus. You can use a bone folder. You can use a pen that has run out of ink. You can use pretty much anything. All we're trying to do is, on this line, we're going to take this one, I guess, because it's the one I grabbed, and I'm going to crease right here. So when we fold, it's going to automatically fold right there. Keep everything lined up. That's nice and sharp. If you want, this is going to be covered, you can put a piece of tape here. You can use tape for this whole thing. Just because I'm crazy and I'm using hot glue doesn't mean you have to. I'm going to put a piece of tape just to hold, and then I'm going to push back. I'm going to take my little bone folder, palette knife, whatever. Make sure that this is super sharp again. Also, across there. Now I'm going to turn this. Our next fold is going to go here, so I really want my bone folder, but I mean, this is working. This is where my next fold is going to be, so I'm going to take this edge, and if this ends up being like a big overlap, I will cut this. Let me see, if I fold it like this, it's going to go to there. I'm okay with that. I'm going to fold this edge to the edge right here in the box. Crease that down, get our folding tool again. Okay. Get this up here. Turn this however many times you need to. And now my hot glue is going to go right along there. And I'm using a hot glue gun, not a low melt, just because I need to be able to get this on here. And I'm pulling it against myself right now just to make sure that that is extra taut. And let me get into the glue gun. Glue gun, cheaper. Tape is a pain. Glue, less expensive because you're using a tiny little bit. I don't know if it's any better for the environment than a bunch of tape that ends up in a landfill, but you don't have any visible tape with this. It gives you a very nice, clean finish. I've always used glue since I started wrapping presents when I was a kid. Alright, so here's what we have right now. It's wrapped. We got to deal with these edges. Bad side up. This is the back, not really the bad. This is the front. I'm going to take these edges over here. Now it's kind of hard to see. And these are going in. And I'm pushing them all the way to the box. And what? Creasing. I'm also realizing right now you could use like an old gift card, old credit card, whatever. Just something to really press down. And now I'm pressing this side in again. Getting right up to the box. Pressing out because you want those angles to be super sharp. So this is what we're working with right now. These sides folded in. Then we're going to do the same thing up top, and it's just a little bit different. You can flip it over if you want to. Let's try that. See if that's a little easier. I usually just kind of go in the air. Push it to the box. Get that point coming out. Push this into the box. Okay, so now that's what we're working with right there. Back over. You always want the seam because you're trying to get everything to go to the back. So this will come down like this, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on the box itself to hold that down. Again, you can use, I don't like going back and forth between glue and tape. That's why I'm just like, you know, just use what you have, whatever you're using, stick with it. I'm going to sharpen this crease up right here. Hold that down for just a second. And now, we never want raw edges exposed, even though that doesn't look bad right there. We don't want raw edges. So this right here will be folded to the box again. Crease it. I am using very little glue. I mean, it might look like I'm like going ham, but I'm really not. And then fold that up. Crease down here. I kind of like this palette knife. And that is what it should look like. This seam is centered this way. Our points all line up. That one's a little off, but who cares? Me, I care, guys. I'm sorry, I care. Okay. Get this in there a little bit better. And then we're going to do the exact same thing, except I'm just going to go in on this one. Folding these in. Getting those corners tight. Pulling them out. The corners tight. Pulling them out. You don't want to end up with too much excess because when you do add, you know, when there's a paper that comes all the way around because you haven't trimmed it or made it any smaller, it gets real bulbous, it gets like puffy. You can't get your angles as sharp as you want them to be. Like, see, what I would normally do is put my thumb here, this is pushed all the way in, and just pull this out with my fingers to make that angle. See, this is not. See, if you have a nice sturdy box underneath, you can really use your tool or your fingers if you're not crazy like that. And this is kind of sticking up, so I'm just going to put a little bit more glue. And I'm really just like, I don't want y'all to think that he is literally gluing these to death. I'm not. Right, and we have what feels like a little bit of excess here, but I'm pretty sure that will ease itself out. Hopefully, there we go. Right, and then turn that in. Always creasing. I don't know where you could buy a bone folder. Mine's Teflon. It's from Martha Stewart. It's around here somewhere. I always find it on like the very last present I have to wrap. Like, I'll look for something in a box and I'll be like, there's my bone folder. But I have a nifty thing over here now that holds all my stuff, so when I find it, maybe I'll stick it in there and it'll stay there through Christmas and birthdays and Mother's Days and everything. a second. And the mark of a nicely wrapped present is there's no bubbles. Your pattern is pretty lined up. Mine's a little off, but I'm blaming that on photo fraud. Sides look good though. This is a little off. Again, can you see it? No, you can't. So, let's see. I usually do not. This is a somewhat controversial. I don't like name tags. I don't like name tags because it's very hard for me to find ones that I like. And even if I found ones that I like, I hate my handwriting. My handwriting will make a beautifully, perfectly wrapped present like this look like something a 6-year-old did while escaping a burning building. Like, just, it's not, no. But, what's different this year, I'm gonna reach over here, is that I got a Cricut Maker for Christmas last year. So, I have some foil vinyl here that I have designed some little name tags on. They're a little, I didn't realize when I bought this how shiny it was going to be, because it is incredibly shiny. So this is for my mom. I have a little piece of contact paper here. I'm going to try my best to get this off without getting demonetized. There we go. And because this is going on, this is contact paper instead of transfer tape. Transfer tape is a scam. Come on, y'all. Whoa, okay. I definitely got it that time. I'm gonna hit this on my shirt. Get a little lint on it because it's a little sticky right now. And I'm also going, let me just stick that right there a second. I'm gonna cut this out because I don't want it pulling up anything else. So here's my little mom tag. Here's my piece of contact paper that I'm using as transfer tape. I guess I could just probably put it down here. I'm just trying to take some of the stick off so it'll stick on here and not rip off the wrap job we just did. That was risky. So I'm going to stick it one more time. And then maybe one more time. I really don't want this present messed up. Alright, and then this goes on here. And I am going to burnish this down a little bit. This is starting to, this 30-cent tool, because there's 3 of them in the pack. Which other ones? I lost all of them already. No, there's a traditional palette knife and then like an offset spatula. That's a good deal. And they all have rounded edges, so you're not gonna like tear your paper. So I'm gonna burnish this on here pretty good because I want it to stick to the contact paper. And then we're gonna peel off the backing, in theory. Come on. That O doesn't want to go down. Alright. So now we have this on our transfer sheet paper. I'm going to have ribbon going from here to here. So my tag is going to go here. I was like, let me make sure I'm actually on screen. And I'm not going to push down too hard until my contact paper is removed very gently. You could have got that on there straighter, but I literally need to be like hovering over something. Come on. Come on. Okay. This I'm just going to stick on the back of here so I can reuse it for my other ones. I know that I have multiple presents for my sisters and my mom, so I just made like 3 each. My mom probably needs like 15. My sisters, they'll probably do with 3. So there is, oh, I can actually, like, I could see myself really clearly before, but see, it's cut out so you can see the paper through, and that's how you read it. Can you see my camera, my setup a little bit? Isn't that cute? That's real easy to do. If you have a Cricut, you know how to do that. If you don't have a Cricut, and if you want to learn how to do that, I guess I could do a video on that. And my ribbon, I'm not one of those people that's going to spend $10 on a roll of ribbon to wrap presents with. So this is 10 yards for $4. And I'm just trying to get enough to go this way. Bring out the big guns. And then enough to go the other way. I'm not a big fan of like tying the bow. You can. Just not me. I'm cutting this one a little bit longer because we're going to end up folding this one under. And we'll do that right now. We're just going to fold these edges under. Let me use this when it's ready to go. Yeah! I am super impressed with that. Folding these under. And this, I already forgot which one goes which way. It's not that one, it's this one. So this one is going to go, you can do it in the middle. You can do, oh see my pattern's kind of poking through all that white ribbon, but whatever. Wherever you want to do is where you're going to glue at. So I like mine kind of off-centered some. Like kind of, this is down here, let's do this up here. So I'm going to do a little bit of glue. And if you're thinking, hey, he just covered that seam on the back. I sure did. I sure did. This is wired, so pinch at the edges. Pinch, 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 pinch. Glue. Pull. Make sure everything's lined up. Okay. And now, where's our other piece? This one will start from here. I'm gonna just kind of center it on there. Let me make sure it doesn't cover up my name tag. No, it won't. Scoot it over a little bit. I'm going to use this to cover my cut edge of ribbon right there. Don't want to pull too hard. Crease that. And of course I would do this wrong. How did I do this so wrong? How did things go so wrong for me? I would actually like this a little. There we go. So there we go. That is a present. You want a bow? It would go here. I'm not that person, mostly because I know my family is on Christmas morning. They're like, oh my god, look what he did to the presents this year. That's going to take forever. Because they're all ungrateful. Except for Mommy. Mommy's going to be like, oh, Adam, that's so pretty. I don't even want to open it. I'm just going to leave it like this. And I'm going to tie a string to it. I'm going to use it as an ornament next year. And I'll be like, thanks, Mommy. My sisters will be like, oh god, he's so terrible. He's the worst. And they're probably right. So, nice edges. We don't look at this monstrosity on the back. We're good. I mean, that's not terrible, but... oh, that is bothering me. That is bothering the hell out of me. But Okay, I'm not gonna mess with it because I'm just gonna have to, I'm gonna end up redoing this whole thing. But yeah, that's how you would do that. If you want the bow, tie a bow on there. This ribbon is a little, I mean, she might be cute, but yeah. And you don't have to add the ribbon. I like it with just this on there. So yeah, that's my incredibly long tutorial on how to wrap a present. Just, you know, get you one of these or whatever else you have laying around the house. Make sure all your corners are nice and straight and tight and crisp. And there's a dog because he knows I'm done and he wants to go do something else. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.